It's anime time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today I'm gonna have a look at another Figma. It's Figma season, I guess. We're gonna have a look at the EX41 Altria Pendragon Fate Grand Order. I mean, it's basically another Saber in a swimsuit this time. Woo! I waited a long time for this because this one was a little harder to get. And it's just in a white box because it's one of the EX line, one of the special ones, one of the ones that you only get in their shop or like on festivals or whatnot. So that's why I didn't get this one when it came out in July. I had to wait. And once again, I just found this one in the pre-owned section of Ami. So there you go. I gotta be honest, I find this one hilarious. I'm wondering if it's gonna be like not suitable for all advertisers, for most advertisers, because this is just another Animumu girl in a swimsuit. I mean, she's a lot more petite than the One Piece girls, which I had in here a while ago, but first and foremost, I want to have a look at the size of this figure. Like I said, she's very petite, 13 centimeters really to the top of her head, which means just a little over 5 inches tall. Now, okay, I looked up a little bit of backstory of this character, so apparently she's from the iOS game Fate Grand Order, and it's basically Altria Pendragon in the Archer class with a special skin that was apparently just available during special distribution in Japan. And there you go, there you have your background knowledge. I don't really know anything about this. I just saw this as Saber, and I want another Saber because Saber is waifu. Saber is laifu, and yeah, there you go. Figure, detail, look. You got the nice anime eyes. The hair is nicely molded, it's kind of flowing in the wind a little bit. So there's a lot of detail going on, and she has the nice blue ribbon over here. By the way, I do want to compare this figure to the other Sabers, which I have, like the, well, let's say Altria Pendragon before I trigger somebody. The swimsuit is in a nice shiny pearl white. The blue is a lot more muted, which is okay. I mean, I like that. I like the transition between the more standard blue and then the more shiny white. And I mean, for the rest of it, other than the swimsuit itself, there's not really that much going on. She has some nice sandals. That's cool. There's a Payne slip over there. Oh no. But yeah, I mean, for the rest of it, she's naked. Well, naked, she's in a swimsuit. And I mean, the body type is slim, it is petite, it is fitting of Saber. And a nice change of pace from, you know, the usual figures I have in here. Usually have pretty big busts and pretty big booties, so something else for me. So, as far as the articulation goes, you have a lot of room because obviously there's nothing blocking it. First of all, I actually noticed something that I had with all the other Sabers and I actually never talked about it. You can move the hair around because it's just packed in here. But be careful, don't wiggle it around too much because it might fall on the ground and you might not find it back. I just had that. It's just, I was just like moving it around and like, boom, and like, no! That is really hard to find, I'm just saying. Then the head, you know, you have super good articulation. Goes forward, goes back. The ribbon is soft plastic, so it will not get in the way. And you can bring it side to side. Shoulders goes up like that, rotate it around on the ball joint, and it actually goes around a little bit. You have a little bit of room to move that around. A single hinge in the elbow, and the hand is on the ball joint, which you can move back and forth. And I just noticed under the light, the ball joints have a little bit of a different color. It looks a lot worse under the light than it is in real life, actually. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm not really noticing it that much. Just looking through the camera over here right now, I was just like, that kinda differentiates itself a little bit. Now for the chest articulation, you can wriggle that around, bring it back and forth nicely. And down at the torso, however, it's a little bit of a problem. They didn't mold her body far enough. So you have some very good articulation. It goes side to side like that and actually moves out of her panties, but yeah, can bring that back and forth quite a bit, but you have some big gaps over there, so that's no good. And actually now I moved it over the panties. By the way, those are also soft plastic, so you can move that around a little bit and it will not get in the way. I mean, there's not a lot to get in the way. So we can bring the leg up nicely and it goes out to the side, same thing. And of course you can rotate it around because it is on the ball joint over here, and then, I mean, it's on a ball joint, but you have this entire piece covering the ball joint again, so you get some very good motion out of this completely. Also goes all the way back, so there you go. We have a single hinge in the knee, and the foot is on a ball joint. You can rotate that around left and right, bring it back and forth, and she does not have a toe joint. Huh. Now for the accessories, we got two faces, one with a shy look looking to the side and one with one eye closed like a little wink. And we have a couple of hands. You got two-faced hands, two open hands to hold her gun or her sword, and well, then one with for the trigger finger for the gun once again. And then we have a gun. Yes, that's right, a water gun. It's made out of see-through blue and yellow plastic. Well, the yellow one isn't really see-through. The blue is a little bit. I mean, there's not really much going on. It's cool. It's a fun little accessory. Of course, you got Excalibur, like with every Saber Altria Pendragon version. There's always the Sword of Legends, and it looks fantastic as usual with all the detail going on in it. I can't get over it. It looks so nice with the gold and the dark blue and the metallic silver, and of course you have something to attach it to your gun. You have this little piece where you just put Excalibur on it. You get Excalibur on there, and then you take this off and you slide it on, and you have a gun with a blade. Like in, which one was it? Final Fantasy 9? There was a Final Fantasy like that, or 8. I don't. Guys, I don't know about the Final Fantasies. Don't be like, hey, how dare you say that? Okay, don't chill out. But anyway, you have a gun with a sword. Oh, and also there's a bit of a different hair in there, which I refuse to take out right now because I already almost lost the other one. So, no dice to that. And then, of course, you got the classics. You got your Figma base, as usual. And you have another stand, actually, for your gun sword. Because I'm guessing it gets a little... It's not really heavy, but probably just to keep it stable. Just kind of slide it in there. And hold it on for your Saber so she doesn't fall over. So here's all the Sabers I currently own, or Altria Pendragon. Sorry, again, it's just Saber to me, I'm sorry, okay? Now you have a Saber for every season. Now, as far as differences go, with the Lily version, the hair is a little bit more muted. And with this version, and like the regular version they released in 2015, the hair is a bit more vibrant. I mean, for the rest of it, the face is basically the same. Now, of course, this one is completely different. It's completely out of whack. I mean, it's weird, but I like it. I like weird, and I like random funny stuff like that. Just being like, hey, let's put in a swimsuit, give her a water gun, but make it so that the water gun also holds her sword. Got it. Sold. And it's gonna bring me to the final thoughts. What do I think about this figure? I mean, for all the Sabers we already have, this one is definitely wonky, this one's definitely weird, and that really makes it interesting. However, I gotta say, making characters that aren't fully clothed isn't really Figma's strength, because here's the deal, she looks kind of ugly with all the joints. I'd rather have like a statue or something of this, because, I mean, of course, you gotta have articulation, but these really stick out in here. And the same thing goes for the torso. The torso looks good right now, but you've seen, when I moved it out a little bit, you immediately get some gaps over there. So that's not really good. And, I mean, overall, the figure's cool, but it's not a must-have. Like, seriously, unless you really want to have more Saber, especially the fan service version in the swimsuit. I mean, sure, there's nothing wrong with this, but since this is an exclusive and a bit hard to get, I wouldn't really go out of my way. And I mean, some people ask $100 for this. I would not pay $100 for this. That's basically what I'm saying. I paid this $60 for this, and I guess that's okay. So that's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Altria Pendragon Archer in the swimsuit wants. That's a long ass title.